Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I can be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or come back at this time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead, end of June. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you guys notice that the sound isn't as clear as usual, that is because my microphone stopped working. Shout out to Mercury retrograde. We actually have a card flipping out. Ooh, the horse. Off to a strong start, Scorpio. Mercury retrograde, doing its thing, messing with electronics. Just letting you guys know if it is a little bit, not as clear or a bit muffled, whatever. And so for the time being, I have to use my phone to record the audio. So I know it's not as clear as usual. Just bear with me. Anyway, so if you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. Let's get one more message for Scorpio. We have the hyena coming out. So the horse and the hyena. Needing to take your goals seriously, Scorpio. Some of you have been slacking off. Maybe you know deep down you could be putting a little bit more effort into something. Maybe you've just been having a hard time staying motivated. Maybe you've been putting your dreams aside or your priorities aside to help others out and taking on other people's responsibilities when you really need to take on your own. That's kind of coming through with this hyena energy. Now, the hyena is someone who's very much a jokester. They're very fun to be around. They're kind of like the people pleaser, like just everyone finds this person funny, the class clown, always gets along and lightens up the room and has something funny, quirky to say. But the shadow side of the hyena, sometimes they could be avoiding something or ignoring certain emotions, certain feelings, or distracting themselves from facing their shadow side, Scorpio. So maybe you guys have been kind of like avoiding the shadow work or avoiding looking at yourself or just kind of like distracting yourself with things instead of facing something or facing your feelings. This also talks about your goals, your dreams, and your desires. Some of you have been distracted and you've been having a difficult time staying consistent with your goals and the path that you're on. Maybe you've been getting a little bit more stuck or a little bit frustrated, especially with this retrograde energy going on. We have many planets retrograding right now, so there is a bit of like this restrictive energy at play, and so that might be influencing you depending, of course, on your chart placements and which houses the planets are transiting for you. You just got to take a look at your natal chart and see where those planets are in the houses. It'll give you an indication as to like the areas that are being influenced. Okay, highly recommend checking that out. It's very insightful, very helpful. But yeah, the hyena, it's like this talks about you guys needing to take things a little bit more seriously. Some of you, again, have been slacking off or just kind of making excuses or pushing things aside, procrastinating, things like that. And I get it. I even feel that at times. I'm a Scorpio ascendant. I've been having moments like that too. I can't lie, Scorpio. But needing to take your goals a bit more seriously, especially with the horse that came out first card. The horse is someone with determination, someone with consistency, someone with the skill, the talent, and the mindset to accomplish anything they believe in, and to not let fears or limitations or the worries about what others get them down or prevent them from going after what they truly want. And so with the horse coming out, this does talk about you guys needing to put your needs first, needing to take care of yourself, your wellness, your physical health, your emotional health, mental, spiritual well-being, really needing to prioritize those things and put it into practice and making it consistent. So incorporating things in your daily routine that will help keep you strong, physically stronger, mentally stronger. You know, when you take care of yourself, when you work out more, you feel really good. You release a lot of those toxins in your body, and, you know, even eating well and taking care of yourself and getting more rest and just making those little tweaks and adjustments in so that you can really step into your power, because the horse really is a powerhouse energy of like just having that momentum. Horses are so strong. I actually just got the imagery of like, you know, work horses, how they can pull a lot of weight. So it's like you guys are needing to pull your weight. Pull your weight, Scorpio. You know you can do it. You know you could take on a little bit more than what you may have been doing recently. Some of you just been feeling a little bit lazy, and that's okay. Trust me. Like, we all have those moments, and you're allowed to have lazy days, and you're allowed to rest, and you're allowed to just take time off for you. But you know, if you know you've been slacking a little bit, or you know you should probably make a little bit of tweaks and adjustments in certain areas of your life, or you know you could do or try a little bit harder, like just do your best, Scorpio. Just try your best. But some of you maybe haven't been giving it your best shot. Some of you have been just kind of like half-assed and winging it, like, oh well, I'll just do half of what I know I could do. I know I could do a little bit more, but I'll just give my little bit because I got other things to do, or I gotta take on this person's responsibilities, or I gotta make an excuses. Some of you have been doing that, and so I'm just kind of getting that intuitively, especially with that hyena card coming through. This kind of like you know, almost like the devil, like pulling you away from what really matters. They're like, oh, but you want to fall into those temptations of old habits and old routines, and you know, things that maybe aren't the best influence on you. And some of you might be falling back into old patterns and old ways. KO. Let's get back on track. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling immediately, Scorpio. Getting back on track, getting grounded, as our horse is earth energy. You guys definitely need to ground yourselves. Plant your feet on the ground. And if you hear snoring in the background, by the way, my dog, she's snoring. She's crashed out. She was up early today, went on a long walk. But so if you hear that in the background, I apologize. It's a little bit distracting for me, but you know what? A sleeping dog, they say, is a happy dog. So I can't complain. But yeah, so just definitely need to ground yourselves and having a clear sense of direction as to where you're going. What goals are you trying to accomplish? Setting your intentions, planting your seeds, and following your intuition, trusting your intuition. But the thing is, again, and I say this many times on my channel, is like if your mind is cluttered or you have a lot of things that are going on in your life, it kind of gets in the way of your intuition, right? You're not really able to connect with your intuition or your higher self, or the messages trying to come through are going over your head. And I think it's important for you guys to prioritize yourself and even some quiet time to just be alone and be with your thoughts and journal down how you feel and just kind of process whatever you might be going through. Because again, some of you might be distracting yourselves with work or with friends or with going out, and you know, it's getting in the way maybe with the connection you have with yourself. I'm just saying that for someone out there, okay? All right, so let's talk about this. And also, I'm just noticing we have the lunar moon over here, and we also got the moon over here, okay? So there's lots of like moon, subconscious kind of energy, intuition, the unknown, illusion kind of energy coming through. I'm just feeling that a little bit. All right. So let's get some tarot messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. What's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Any messages, insight, wisdom, guidance for my Scorpios? I did see death for a second there. I was like, okay, Scorpio, I see your energy coming through. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, end of June 2021? What can my Scorpios expect? Okay, yeah, the deck does not want to shuffle anymore, so let's get into it. Messages. Okay, 3 of Cups, and I bent the card. I'm just bending it back. Okay. Good as new. 3 of Cups, off to a nice start. I like it. But when it ties into the hyena, this sometimes talks about an overindulgence, okay? Going out, drinking, distracting, smoking, avoiding the pain, avoiding the problems. Let's just hold that thought, though. There might just be lots of celebration. You guys might be just celebrating a lot. Lots of joyful opportunities coming up, being around your loved ones, your friends, your family, even reuniting with people you haven't seen in a while. So that's fun. That's good. Lots of good times and just, like, being around good people that you really connect with. So I like that. But again, there is a little bit of that energy or that tendency of distractions or falling into old patterns or overindulging in things. Like, you know, moderate yourself a little bit. Moderation is cool. Too much of anything is not good, right? You know, they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. They didn't say eat 10 apples a day. Dude, you're gonna be on the toilet for a long time. My God, like, just have one apple. Don't have 12. Just eat one. Too much of anything is not good. You know, moderation is key. Messages, okay, the Hangman flipping out. Piscean energy. Messages for Scorpio. Summer nights of Venus for the week ahead. And the messages for Scorpio, there's the Emperor. Okay. Aries energy. Messages for Scorpio. Okay, what is this? Moon reverse. This card came out for Aries. I just did Aries read. So we got 3 out of 4 cards, major arcana. Piscean energy coming out twice. Some of you got some strong Piscean placements. We also have the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles reversed, and the 6 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Magician. So, okay. And Strength. Okay, quite a bit of major arcana, I can't lie. Put that to the side. Okay. Let me just move my blanket a little bit. Oops. I didn't mean to bump my table. So, there is a lot of energy of determination when it comes to your career, when it comes to your goals, when it comes to, again, whatever it is that you're heading towards or moving towards. Again, there might be some distractions, there might be some delays, there might be some falling back into old patterns, old habits, cycles. Needing to get back on track, right? And there is that energy, especially at the 6 of Wands. I am seeing lots of victory, lots of success, lots of recognition for your hard work and determination. And some of you have been just, like, impatient with the entire process, like, just wanting things instantly and just being like, oh, like, it should be here by now. 7 of Pentacles reversed, kind of getting impatient. So it's like you either continue doing what you've been doing and put in the work, maybe make some adjustments, right? Maybe little tweaks and adjustments that might help you, might speed things up, or at least shake some things up, especially if things have been feeling a little bit stagnant recently. Or you can choose to get up, walk away, and plant your seeds in new soil or different soil, you know, because when we have a garden, using a garden as an example, symbolically, of course, when you plant certain vegetables in certain areas of the garden, they'll do great or they'll do poor, depending on the placement and depending on the plant, how much water it needs, how much sun it needs, how much nutrients it needs, if it needs tight soil or well-drained soil, like things like that. It has an influence. And so sometimes in life, we may plant seeds in the wrong areas and we're like, well, why is nothing coming out of it? It's like, because you didn't plant it in the right area. Maybe you need to try and plant it in a different way, or, you know, changing the way you approach something, maybe the way you've gone about a situation or an idea or a project or something or relationship. Maybe it hasn't been the most efficient. Maybe you need to attempt it in a different way. Or maybe you just have to keep going and stay with the road that you're on, but wait, right? Needing to be more patient. And this has been a message coming through for quite a few signs. Patience is really one of the greatest lessons we can learn. And patience is hard. It is not easy, especially when it's over some things we really, really, really want. But the thing is like when we get impatient, we kind of end up blocking ourselves and delaying the process even more, because then we get in our head and we're like, why isn't this coming? And then we fall back into old ways, thinking, and start doubting ourselves and the path we're on. And then that just creates more block and confusion and frustration. So it's like needing to just be aware of that. Okay, some of you are just way too impatient. And it's like, what's the rush, Scorpio? What's the rush? Enjoy every little step of the journey. It's worth it. And so with that 9 of Wands coming out here, I'm getting a lot of determination from this. But again, be mindful of pushing yourself past your limits. Having that balance between working and resting, right? Obviously, like I was saying earlier, some of you have been kind of procrastinating, slacking. You know, you could give a little bit more effort, but don't like put so much in where the point you're exhausted. Like, have a good balance. If you know you can put a little bit more work and give it your best shot, do it, but don't like push yourself over the edge. You know, there is a lot of determination and a lot of strength that you carry, but remember to take time to rest, okay? Otherwise, you know, let's just say you're working out or something, you're like, I need to lose this much weight by this date, and if I don't, I'm a failure. Like, no. And then you, like, push yourself, but then you end up injuring yourself, and then you're like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have pushed myself, and so you should have listened to yourself and your body, but instead you push yourself, and now it's like, great, now you gotta rest, now you twist your ankle, now you have to be off your foot for a few weeks, and now you're kind of delayed yourself, you know, kind of that energy I feel from that. So just having the moderation, the balance, and needing to have patience. What does this say? Seven of Pentacles. I trust my ideas and my direction. Definitely need to trust in yourself and believe in yourself. And that's kind of the energy of the horse, is self-belief and not letting those fears, those doubts creep up. But again, with that hyena coming through, it's almost like the devil's whispering in your ear, but what if, Scorpio? What if it doesn't work? What if all of this is for nothing? It's just like, don't let that get the best of you. That's the hyena whispering in your ear, trying to prevent you from growing. So yeah, you know, things have been a little bit stagnant recently. Hangman energy, maybe you've just been feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit unmotivated, and you're like, well, what can I do to shake things up? You know, it's getting a little repetitive, a little bit boring. Maybe you're needing to change your perspective and look at things from a different angle. You get me? It says, I can see the situation another way. And we also have the moon reverse. So there is some sort of truth and illumination coming at play here. And these two cards came out in Aries reading. So if you have some strong Aries placements, Aries moon, Aries sun, Aries ascendant, whoever's watching, you might want to consider, my God, if I could speak, consider listening to their reading for the week ahead. It might resonate with you. What was it about? Transformation or something? I don't even remember what it was about, but kind of some similar messages coming through in this reading as well. But yeah, needing to change your perspective on something and going inward to listen to yourself, because like I said, again, some of you have been distracting yourself, avoiding certain feelings, or going inward and just like trying to stay busy and avoiding something. Like, there's a bit of avoidance I'm feeling from this. And so some of you are really needing to just take a good look at whatever it is that you might have been avoiding for quite some time and just deal with it. And then when you do that, you actually have a big breakthrough and see things much more clearly. There's no more illusions when you do that. You can't continue to keep running away from whatever this is, okay? I'm also getting, with that hyena coming through, a little bit of irritation, Scorpio. You might have a bit of an edge. Just be careful of stinging people, you know, Scorpio, with your stinger. If you start to feel yourself getting a little bit irritated or frustrated or annoyed, just take a break, walk away, be by yourself for a moment. I feel like a lot of you might just need some time alone this week, because I really am just feeling a little bit like someone says the wrong thing to you and you're in the wrong mood and you just snap. Like, just be careful, Scorpio. I am getting a little bit of that energy, just like snippy energy. So that's why it's like, okay, just get grounded, get in control, take some time out for you to connect with yourself, calm the mind, peace and love, peace and love. You know, Emperor energy, take control over yourself, Scorpio. Grab control over your emotions. Don't let these emotions control you. You control them, okay? It's like, are you taking your dog for a walk, or is the dog walking you, you know? So the Emperor, I make empowered choices. Some of you have some choices coming up, maybe regarding your career, or, you know, like I was saying with that Seven of Pentacles reverse, you either stay with what you're doing, or you can choose to step off the path and go somewhere else. If this is not meant for you and you truly aren't happy with the direction you're going down, you can turn around and try something else. If you know deep down this is what you want, then you're going to have to put the effort in and stick to it and be consistent with it and stop making excuses or telling yourself that you're not capable, because Scorpio, deep down you know that you are. You just really got to follow through with the action. What was at the bottom of this deck? The gazelle. Okay, fears. Oh, fire ants. Fire Ant talks about aggression, and I fucking was picking up on that, Scorpio. It's like, there's a little bit of irritation, there's a little bit of frustration, there's a little bit of like snappiness, and that is literally the Fire Ant. And because deep down, underneath that aggression and that frustration and annoyance is fear. There's some fears. You guys might be being your worst enemy, or just beating yourself up. Not beating yourself up. No, that's not what okay, for some, maybe that's a message. No, that's not what I'm getting from this, though. More of just like nitpicking apart what you do. discrediting yourself and your gifts and your abilities, and more like just nitpicking apart everything. And then you end up wondering, well, why am I feeling blocked? And why am I not seeing myself fly forward? And why do I feel stuck? It's because maybe some of you have been your worst enemy. You know what they say? It's like, we are our own worst critic. We are hard on ourselves. You look at the people around you and you're like, you're so beautiful, you're so talented, you're so this, you're so that. And then when you look at yourself, you are the most harsh critic. You're like, oh, it's okay. I could do better. I could, I am getting a little bit that nitpicky energy of like, oh, but I could do better. But then but I can't. But it's like, deep down you can. Deep down you could step up your game. Deep down, like, you got some real talent that you haven't been putting to use. Time to put it to use, Scorpio. Stop letting these fears control you. The advice that comes with the Gazelle talks about needing to get in your comforts, be with those that support you, your friends, family, or even just your own company, right? Just supporting yourself and being kind to yourself. Doesn't matter if those around you don't support you, fuck them, right? I'm just saying, you don't need that crap, Scorpio, right? So if you got to make some adjustments in your life, you got to cut some things out, especially for those that have been putting other people's needs in front of yours, needing to readjust the boundaries. And don't be afraid to say no. That's for someone out there. Don't be afraid to say no. Like, if there's something that you don't want to do, don't just suck it up and do it just because, oh, well, I love them, or, oh, because I promise. Like, just, if it's not something you want to do, then don't do it at all, okay? Anyways, this talks about being in your comforts, cozy home, some good food, or relaxing nights, and getting plenty of rest, and calming the mind, and getting in tune with your thoughts, and meditation, because the Gazelle talks about like a racing mind, like lots of anxieties, lots of thoughts, lots of worries, concerns, fears, doubts, things like that could be getting in the way or preventing you from moving forward, leading to this stagnant energy. So that's a little bit, and so then instead of expressing your fears to maybe those around you, or expressing them to even yourself, but completely avoiding them, ignoring them, and then you wonder, why do I feel so agitated? Why do I feel so annoyed? Also, the opinions of others. Something about the opinions of others is coming at play. Like, maybe some of you are way too concerned with what others might think of you, or maybe everyone's telling you their opinion on what you should do with your life and the direction you're going down. Oh, Scorpio, you should do this. Oh, Scorpio, don't do that. Oh, Scorpio, you should probably do this instead. Don't you think that that's a bad idea? Or like, just like so many different opinions coming in from all around you. It's like, just shut up. Calm, right? That's why you gotta sometimes grab the reins of the horse and just go down your own path. Don't follow the crowd, lead your own crowd. Okay. So I just wanted to see what else was at the bottom of the deck. So that's actually really interesting. We already talked about the Three Cups. Like I said, joyful opportunities, lots of times to celebrate and enjoy and be with your friends, loved ones, and just good company in general. Maybe having some drinks or just some good food again. Like I said, be aware of overindulgence, things like that. We have the Hangman, like I said, changing your perspective on something, looking on something, as well as surrendering and just feeling whatever needs to be felt, recognizing certain things that maybe you've been avoiding or refusing to admit. That's okay. Just look at it, accept it, it's all good. And when you do that, then you take accountability, then you actually take control, and you're able to make some adjustments here, and you're able to see through the illusions. Moon reverse, no longer feeling lost and confused about the direction you're going down, but actually seeing, okay, I found a way out of this. I know where I'm gonna go, I know what I'm gonna do, and nothing can stop me, not even my thoughts, not even my fears, and definitely not the opinions of others, okay? I do feel like there's a lot of support around you, even if you feel like those around you don't support you, there's a lot of like silent support. Even like with that Six of Wands, people who you maybe don't even suspect are like secretly cheering you on, like being your cheerleader on the sideline. Like, I hope they win, I hope they succeed, but you wouldn't even know. Like, oh, no one's cheering me on, but like, you'd be surprised. There's lots of like some secret admirers. I kind of feeling that for some reason. Anyways, Six of Wands, I am proud of what I achieve and accept my rewards. So expect rewards for your hard work and your determination and recognition for all that you do. Be proud of yourself, Scorpio. You come a long way. Even though you may have moments where you feel like you're gone backwards, or setbacks and delays or stagnancies, Scorpio, you've come a long way. Give yourself credit. Like, again, I feel like some of you have just not been crediting yourself for how far you've come, and the things that you've accomplished and worked through. And you're like too hard on yourself. Again, that Gazelle energy of, oh, not good enough. I need to do better. I'm striving for more. Like, yeah, of course, strive for more and always want the best for yourself, and always, strive to grow and evolve, like, for sure. But you are doing great. So stop telling yourself, oh, it's not good enough. It's not enough. It is, Scorpio. Stop. Just take a moment. Stop. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Magician. Okay, this is also at the bottom of the deck, like being able to create and manifest anything that you want. You want some financial stability, you want an opportunity for your career, your work, passion, a friendship, a collaboration with someone that you look up to. Like, you can manifest that, but also remember that manifesting is much more than just saying your affirmations and writing down on a piece of paper of what you want. You got to follow through with action. And when you take that action, it will be slow. Like, it's a journey. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Anyway, Scorpio, your time is coming. Your time is coming. You know that you have the ability to create and bring forward whatever you want. So stop limiting yourself. Right? And that, again, might be a very difficult thing for you guys to overcome, which requires strength. It also requires support, compassion, and gentleness, and patience with yourself and with others as well. Okay. Leo energy. We're going to pull a fairy message from a new deck. Well, I haven't used this on my channel. Shout out to one of my subscribers that gifted me this beautiful deck. Anyways, so we're going to just pull one. These cards are so in-depth. Like, one is more than enough. So give me one fairy message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, end of June. Any messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Fairy messages, please. What fairy messages does my Scorpio need to hear for the week ahead? Any fairy messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? Any fairy messages for Scorpio? Okay, it doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so let's get it. Fairy messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any fairy messages for Scorpio? Thank you. Ooh, the Piper. All right, and this is number 24, adding up to 6. I'm going to get the book because I'm not too familiar with this one. But musical talents coming through, obviously. He's blowing through his little flute. So some of you may play music or something about like the arts or creative and expressing yourself in some sort of way is intuitively what I'm getting. It's like learning to express yourself and to share your talents with the world. Okay, let's see what the book has to say. Alright, so the Piper. Music, order, harmony, seduction, and empathy. The secret melody of the Piper drifts through our lives, offering us a means to communicate from the heart without words. His music conveys emotions to one another, emotions that are audible only in the listening ears of our hearts. His approach to us is gentle and wordless. He may send us his melody through the whisper of leaves, the rustle of grass, the song of a bird, the hum of city traffic, the buzz of a refrigerator, or the whir of a computer. He asks that we listen to the world around us, especially to the unspoken words of others, humans, fairies, plants, and trees. Among the other things the Piper offers us is the ability to bring him our sorrows and pains in form of music so that he may help us heal them. Sing a sad song to this fairy, and he will add to it the energy of cleansing and healing, if we are open to healing. His natural music also offers tranquility, if we take the time to be still and listen to it. The Piper's music can be seductive and attractive, even magnetic. He lures us with our own daydreams. Sometimes we allow the music of the Piper to enthrall us into illusion, especially the illusion of control that we cannot control. However, if we use that illusion of our own self-deceit to break through into greater truth, it has served its real purpose. He calls to us, asking that we listen to him, to the fairies, to each other's hearts. His piping may seem elusive, hard to hear, diffused, yet it's very clear and brings us the meaning of our lives. Working on developing more order, harmony, and beauty in your life, then you are singing the tune of the Piper and becoming more like him as you do. To get what you want, the piper recommends that you try polite requests and gentle, patient persuasion, and then wait, quietly welcoming for it to come to you. Seek harmony and tranquility in yourself and the world around you. Use tenderness and gentleness. This card speaks of a time of harmony, creativity, and increasing order. It tells communication without words, the music of empathy, and the awareness of the feelings and concerns of others. This is a time to pay attention to others' expressions of feelings and ideas. Look past the surface and listen as you would to a begling melody on the very edge of hearing. He also plays melodies in our dreams, which may be filled with meaning and importance, and then he leaves it up to us to understand what they mean. This may also be a good time to be aware that others may be listening to us with sensitivity and clarity, so much so that they may hear what we are truly saying more clearly than we do ourselves. This card may also signify musical talent or ability, or maybe suggesting the use of music in some way is important at this present time. When this is reversed, we have blocked out the melody of the piper. We can be like someone mesmerized, lost in a dream, stagnating. Alternatively, this card may represent people so vague and diffuse that they are insufficiently earth to be able to keep commitment, or even to remember that they have made them and it wasn't just another fantasy. Self-absorption, moodiness, and self-deceit can be problems. Altogether, unreliability and untrustworthiness are a real problem. Look at the other cards to see if there's anything you can be done to rectify this, or if you have to take this into account and make your plans accordingly. When the power of the piper is twisted, it becomes manipulative and may be aimed at seducing others into something against their judgment or ethics. It becomes like a spider waiting at the center of the web to entrap someone. One of the worst abuses of this energy is to use our empathetic understanding of the needs, hopes, and dreams of others to attempt to lure them into self-destructive ways, especially by playing on their illusions, delusions, and confusions. Okay. Kind of fits in with that hyena energy, the gazelle a little bit, that fire ants a little bit, right? This is a very healing energy, whether this is through music, playing music, singing music, or even listening to music. It's super healing, and just like allowing yourself to just listen and go inward and to be with your thoughts. This is a very cleansing and healing time for you guys to release any fears or worries or concerns about the direction you're going down, or any limitations you put on yourself or restrictions you put on yourself, and to pay attention to the messages that are coming through to you, through meditation, through your dreams, through music, even songs that come to you randomly throughout the day, and you're like, whoa, where did this song come from? Right? Maybe listen to it. Maybe there's a message in there for you somewhere. Pay attention to the lyrics, you might really resonate with them. And to also be sensitive to others around you, like I was picking up earlier, a little bit of that agitative, irritable, annoyed energy, just to be sensitive to those around you, because maybe unawarely, even with the tone of your voice, you might come off a little sharper than usual. So just, being more compassionate and patient with yourself and those around you, I think it would be very beneficial. And just listen to yourself, listen to the world, go out in nature, be alone, and just sit in some silence, y'all. And let's get a couple Tikashi messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus to wrap up this reading for Scorpio. Any Tikashi messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Any Tikashi messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead to wrap up this reading. Oh, we have Breath coming out. That came out for Aries as well. Messages for Scorpio and Awakening. Okay. Breath. Breathe deeply. Your breath draws life, giving oxygen into your body. When faced with difficulties, remember to breathe. Nothing is ever solved when you hold your breath. There may be something you're opposed to. Don't fight it. Allow the flow. Now may be the time to breathe some new life into what you've pushed aside. Awakening. Rousing from the inactivity of the past or having held yourself back, now is the time to wake up to what can be achieved and shake yourself into action. Awaken to your potential, awaken to your love, and awaken to yourself. So Scorpio, that is what I got for you guys for this weekly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below, as well as leave a like and subscribe. You can turn on the bell so that you're notified when I upload in the future. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on Instagram at JadeStoneTarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.